Jazzcast Pros.
I speak it to my men and my brothers. Do you feel yourself to be alone? When you're not with your homies, your friends, when you're not with the hype and the trends, do you often think about things that means nothing to you versus the things that mean everything to you? Are there barriers between you and you want to take your own life? Do you feel trapped in your own thoughts, constantly thinking about things that you cannot prevent? Do you find yourself irritable, trying to drown it, smoke it out? Do you wake up wanting to be something or be someone but cannot be? The good man, the good father? Are you trying to be the man that you want to be because you figure it'd be different from your father but can't seem to escape that reality? Seek the help you need, brothers. Confess your thoughts. Be true to who you are. Are you living a lie? Are you speaking untruth of you? This time of year has a funny way of having people reveal who they really are in the most destructive ways. Some people like someone, are in love with someone secretly, or infatuated. Some of us want to live a life that we cannot be secretly, but still trying to do it destructively. It sounds like it means nothing or it makes no sense, but we are doing this. We are doing this. We do this every day, and no one checks us on this. No one says anything to us to say, hey, are you okay? How can I help you? I love you. Let us talk. Help me so I can help you. What is it you need from me? My brother, my sister, my father, my son, my daughter. Welcome and greetings to Father Torch, the podcast to help you, the new and renewed fathers, cope with the anxiety and stress of fatherhood so that you can be the father you wish you had. I'm your host, Ra, founder of Abimelech Foundation, an artist, a father of 9. My mission is to help reclaim your power, ease your mind and concerns about being a father in today's social climate. My topic today, emotional exhaustion. This comes in a perfect time at this time of the year. The end of the year, it's a lot of celebrating and a lot of past and emotional traumas that take place even heavily around this time, especially for my men. It is known that suicide, depression are higher in men. More or less suicide is higher in men than women. Depression is more in women than men, but yet suicide is higher in men. I want to emphasize that. I want to make that clear. Around this time of year, we are exhausted from the everyday wear and tear and the everyday of maintaining our so-called lives, our so-called lifestyle. We can find ourselves in such a space that is so consuming and so overwhelming that most of us find no will to live, even with the people that surround us. Just in the network, the support. It's not to say that you wasn't doing enough. It's just death by suicide is higher than we think and is more prevalent to our men that we care to know or even interested in until it's to our doorstep. I have lost several people through suicide. Some don't know it, it's not labeled it, but it is a category in suicide. How many of us know someone, love someone who does careless and reckless things with their lives, who's highly irritable, who's always seeming like they're negative about everything? How many of us know someone who attempted to do such things by the behavior of drug abuse, alcohol abuse, their response to things that they do in their life, the things that they choose to do? Some things are spontaneous and other things just simply reckless. Every one of us knows someone. Or by the time I'm done here, you will start to see people very differently. Now, emotional exhaustion does not lead to suicide. However, if a person is of a suicide mind, this definitely would throw them off the cliff. The constant, battles and the constant everyday of everything, this could be a problem. This can lead to many different harmful actions. Traumatic, if you will. And how many of our brothers right now are struggling with depression and in denial? They're in hard denial. Some of us are facing post-traumatic syndrome disorder. They're under fire. They're being stabbed. They're in fights. Constantly on, just always in a chronic state of panic, worry, stress, emotionally exhausted. This time of year, we have lost so many people, so much of our young. We have lost so much of them. because they feel they have no way out. They feel they have no other way to go. They feel trapped even with people around them. And nothing worse than being trapped here. This is the only cell that you as an individual have to unlock to come out of. And make it so bad, you're the guard. Imagine that. You're the warden, the guard of trapping yourself. Sometimes we put ourselves there, and other times others lead us to that point, and we become stuck and stagnant in that position. Take this time, especially this time of year. Talk to your brother. Are you in good health? How is your health? When's the last time you got checked up? I think you're doing too much drinking. I think you smoke too much of whatever. Can we make it in moderation? Can we stop? Are we able to quit? Can we eat healthier? Can we take our time in love? Can we spend time and build on one another? Can we spend time and actually learn from one another? Can we do this? Can we have an open dialogue and speak truth to one another? Can we speak truth enough to say I didn't like something and not have an Armageddon of war and battles and just foolishness? Or can we honestly speak and say, you know, I love you, but when you speak to me this way, this is how it makes me feel. Is there a way we can overcome this or we can get over this? Instead of calling each other homos and bitches, instead of tearing down one another, tearing our throats out and saying that this is what it is. This is what it means to be a man, and this is what it means to be a son or a father or my wife or whatever titles you want to call it. A lot of us don't think of how we affect others. This time of the year, we have gone through so much death and so much sorrow and hopelessness. You would think that we would have more compassion and more understanding of the individual, much less the massive. We are so cold-hearted right now. We're all thought about our own pain and sorrows and disparities. We don't think about what we affect others, and increasingly our children. Since COVID, more than 500 children, more than 500 has either committed, attempt, or planned suicide. Some still in the works, and it's a painful reality. We make fun and say, oh man, beat their asses, choke them out, tell them they ain't shit and tell them what it is, they'll get out of it. There's so much more to that. There's so much more to heal without that. We have so much of our children abused, so much of our fathers living with traumas from the past, emotionally exhausted from the everyday drama of the baby mama, the baby drama, the court system, the child support, raping you left and right. So much of this bullshit. It takes away the means and priority of being you, loving you. So much spite, so much hatred that we can't even live and love. We cannot see our children as we want to. We cannot love our children the way we want to because we're too busy twisting that knife in the back. And nowadays, it's not even in the back anymore. They are showing you straight up the machete they're going to cut your head off with. The veil is off, so they are straightforward. They're going to do damage. This emotional exhaustion comes with time for some of us. Some of us, it comes immediately. Some of us, it's a buildup of a lot of different foolery. But when your mind and body and spirit speaks as one and had enough, my brothers, depression is the last thing that comes to mind, because sometimes we go right to suicide. We go right to just ending it all. Before you get to that point, before you even go that route, I even put myself out here, say, call on me, write me, email if you have to. I will welcome your conversation. And if it's something I can do to prevent another brother from dropping or falling, I will do so. I will listen to you. I will hear what you have to say. I will be your brother's keeper. I will not right your wrong, nor would I judge you. I will establish my communication to you. I will make you understand that you are worthy of love and forgiveness, because I am your brother and I am your brother's keeper. We need more brothers out here taking care of our brothers, our elders, our sons and daughters. This time of year is a depressing year. It's a pagan. It is dark and cold. It is distant. It is commercialed. It is a dark, dark time that we must shed light on. Take this time to spend time with your children. Listen to them, talk to them. Take the time to talk to your husband, talk to your wives. Alleviate the exhaustion of being overwhelmed emotionally as well as sometimes physical. Take this time to talk. I urge you to talk. Sometimes you don't even have to utter a word to talk. You could just hug, rub the back, squeeze the thighs, the legs, excuse me. Sometimes it could be something as simple as spending quality time, not being too busy. Be that guardian, that love. Be that one that many can learn from. When we lose a daughter, we lose many nations. When we lose our sons, we lose so many warriors and kings. So much of them are confused and angry and alone, making decisions just because they think that is what's best, because no one else is telling them different. This emotional exhaustion is no joke. This is why I like to introduce emotional intelligence to help cope and deal and develop better ways and healthier ways of how to cope and deal. Emotional exhaustion takes away the ability for most of us, and men especially, how to communicate my pain, my sorrow, my frustration, the state of I cannot cope, cannot deal, and don't know what to do. It's a dangerous, dangerous life to live. We have too much of our fathers in this position. We have too much of our sons, especially our young sons, our warriors in this position, and they are dying out here. We focus on these guns. We focus on the schools. We focus on how they living and partying and this, but we're not focused. We're not focused enough. We're not listening. We're judging. We're condemning. We're damning. We're too busy telling you what you need to do, how you need to go about it. Their future is not our future. Their future is not what we think it should be. Like, it would never be the same. But we need to listen. We need to listen and really, and I mean really, overstand our position to support. Because to support them is not about us. It's about how we can make them feel supported, heard, validated, feel that the development and the skill set that they are put in front of, that they can handle it. We're not doing enough of that. We're too busy casting judgment again, speaking out of exhaustion and frustration, living our lives through their youth. My brothers, suicide, depression, exhaustion is a real thing. It's something that we don't speak on, but yet we see every day. Every day we see this. Every day we see our fathers, our brothers go through it. And we allow our pride and so-called ego blind us. I love each and one of my brothers. I love each and one of my brothers, and so much so that I will listen. I'm telling you straightforward, I will listen. And I will tell you straight, you are worthy. You are loved. I am your brother's keeper. Let us focus. Let us center our emotions. Allow me to support you. Allow me to help you be the better version of yourself. I don't want to tell you what to do. I don't want you to live how as I deem that you should be. I want you to be the best that you want to be by allowing you to put in that work. Allow you to be who you need to be. If you need to be hard, if you need to cry, if you need to speak hard, harsh, to let it out, I welcome you. Let's start being there. Let's start making the norm to be there for one another. Let's start making it a norm for us to recognize mental and or emotional exhaustion. We could be confronted with so many things. We'd be so upfront of, we ready to beat down someone if they offend one of us. We ready to fight anyone who feel that we disrespectful to us, or even simply wearing a color. We're so quick to do that. We would do that in a heartbeat, but we won't ask each other, are you suicidal? Are you depressed? Is your health in good condition? Are you in a good space? What is your mind like right now? Who are you spending time with? What kind of company are you keeping? Who's entertaining these thoughts with you? Am I the problem? We don't ask these questions, nor do we care to ask these questions. And if you're among someone who does not value you, and I say you, I mean everything of you. Your hair, your color, your height, your weight. They don't value nothing of you. I don't know why you're still around them. Ain't that much loneliness in the world or ignorance. Love yourself. Love who you are. Be who you are with pride and your ego intact. Confidence, self-esteem, all these things coexist with each other to help you balance out. And no, I'm not talking about general anxiety and, people having panic attacks and things of that nature, although those things are attached to depression. and, attached to suicide, and attached to being exhausted, emotionally. This is not for all situations, because we must always consider the factor environmental, religious status, culture, or environment, or simply the individual of what they're going through, and how can we resolve what they're going through.
Hey, if you're enjoying this episode, check out Healthy Illness Podcast. I am Kelly Marie, your host, and this is the podcast to help you build better relationships while living with mental health conditions. I'm diagnosed and live with borderline personality disorder, major depression, and generalized anxiety. And despite those diagnoses, I've been able to live a full life. I have healthy relationships, a great career, and my mission is to help you do the same. So join me every week right here on your favorite podcasting platform for Healthy Illness Podcast. Be the light.
So I say, you are worthy. You are worthy of my love and every love that comes amongst you, as long as it's true and positive, beneficial for not just you, but your loved ones. That's right. To love me, or for me to love you, I gotta love everything and everyone, realistically, but with humility. Check out my website, Abimelech Foundation, ABIMILECHH.org. Tell me what you think. Scroll through it. See if it speaks to you. Tell me what it means to be a father to you. Or check me out at Father Torch. Father Torch, FATHATORCH.com. Leave a comment. Let me know what can I do to assist you. If it's simply to come on the show, is it simply through the email? It's simply to leave a comment and I respond to it. You let me know. How can I support you? What can I do to help you? I put that there for you, for my fathers, especially my Black and brown. Let me know what I can do for you. What can I offer you? And I'll give you the realest answer that I can give you. But understand the solution is within you. You are the solution. You just simply sometimes need a light. And I'm willing to give that light in your darkest place, so you can face what it is that prohibits you and close whatever doors that you need to get through. Peace and blessing, guidance to all my brothers and sisters out here celebrating, and please be safe, stay warm, and please be that brother, be that father that you wish you had. I'm your host, Ra. Peace be blessed. See you next time. Guidance, blessings, Rastafari.